everyone, hope you're all doing well. Got another crossout video for us today. Now today's video is going to be on Starfalls. Now Starfalls have been one of the worst weapons in the game since they came out. Their damage is pretty terrible overall and their perk just isn't effective enough to get by. Also bearing in mind that for the last however many months we've had a thin wheel meta whereby most builds have had their weapons mounted onto the roof, which is basically perfect for the Starfalls perk. That's the entire point of the gun, essentially, is to go after roof-mounted weapons, to explode above them in air effect and to take those guns. Still hasn't been able to do it, even in a meta that would ideally be perfect for it. But what I wanted to do today was basically see just how terrible they are, and if there's anything we can do to just make them work, essentially. So we've got them on the most ideal setup, in my opinion, which would be a hover, so you can get into the right spots to make use of them. We've got it on a whaler to limit their recoil as much as possible, and the recoil of the guns will give the whaler some extra damage. Got on a Jackie as well, just to up the damage as much as possible, and we've got the design of the hover, which we grabbed off Exib, is with the hover, or with the cabin, sorry, at the front, which should help deal with all of the comet cars that are still in the game. We'll play out in the usual 5 or 6 PvP matches. I don't know if we want to consider this like a challenge video or whatnot, but basically I just wanted to take a gun that is not meta at all and see if we can make it work, because ideally there should be some combination whereby you can make every weapon work in the game. It's probably not the case, but you know, we'll figure out one way. So thank you all for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the PvP now. Right, come on, and let's get this pain and suffering over with. Alright, nice. It works if you're shooting against bots, I suppose. I'm gonna be putting my scope. Make me relax. Probably gonna be putting my scope on R1 after this, make aiming a little bit easier. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. How is... okay, that explains it. My team are dying. Okay, he's stripped. He's stripped. Sneak up on time. Hello. Oh yeah, I have a great lift. Please, please, come on, please. Right, here we go. Oh god. You know, I kind of realize that I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't with videos like this. Because it's a terrible weapon, but if I do well, then people are going to be like, Lou, the weapon's fine, you're an idiot. But if I do trap, because the weapon's bad, people are going to be like, Lewis, you're terrible, you suck. So it's just not going to end well either way. I forgot to put it on R1 again. Wow. The whole 700 damage. Where is the shotgun? Okay. I'm trying to shoot above them, but this area is so bloody small. Unless they're right in front of us. Mine. Nice. This entire game, no one's actually touched us, and we've been left to do our own thing, and even now it just feels mediocre. You know, I think the biggest problem with this weapon is just the perk for the gun itself just doesn't have a big enough area. Because basically, either the shots go too low, in which case they directly impact, or they overshoot the build and don't explode at all. And the shells that do land just don't do enough damage because of this. Also, bear in mind, the spread at medium and long range is pretty terrible, so even if you have good aim, you'll still overshoot and undershooting quite a bit. Oh, great. This guy's gonna take my gun, I don't know why. Yes, he crashed. All of that work was a refund, none of that was me, I bet. It just does no damage. Like, it says that it's doing damage, but in reality it doesn't actually do any damage. Why do people keep crashing into this replay? Oh, hello. People, mate, you're doing God's work. What are you doing? Yeah. Explode. Explode. Please, just explode. Just explode! I was shooting right above you. Whatever. Any day now, any day now, any day now. There we go. Alright, we'll call this the last game because I think I've suffered enough. We got 2 Xbox top guys on the enemy team just to make it even better. Let's go. So yeah, these guns are absolutely just so bad. In fact, I just realized something really depressing is that these guns right here, I have them fused for spread. So they would be even worse at base. God, please do damage, please kill something. Like, you get the numbers, but it doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, 1 HP, let's go. Right, we're gonna jump this guy on the left, because if not, we're just all screwed anyway, so. Andy! hell's going on here? Okay, flank, let's go. Flank, let's go. Please. Yeah, good job, Andy. I take it back. Just do something. Go on, Andy. You're doing more damage than I am, mate. Oh, I feel like it took like all day. Okay, and that is it for the Starfalls. They are truly terrible weapons, but please do not waste your coins on them. Bearing in mind that these are perfectly fused on this, my Starfall's perfectly fused because I fused them when they first came out for dura damage and spread, so the base versions are going to be even worse. The biggest problem with the weapons by far, in my opinion, is the area of the perk. Like I said in game, most of your shots, because of the spread of the weapon, will either go too low, in which case they'll directly impact the build and they won't explode, in which case they're pointless, or they will overshoot the build and they won't explode, like go too high above the build to the point where they won't explode. And but only about half of your shots are actually landing where they're supposed to, and that's irrelevant if you've got good aim or not. It just isn't really working. So I really think they need a buff to that area of effect damage because they've been pretty useless since they came out, and they are still just one of the worst weapons in Crossout. So hope you all enjoyed my pain and suffering today. So and I'll catch you for tomorrow's video, guys.